I've been kind of hesitant to talk about this for a while, but it's been on my mind too much and I gotta let it out. I am sick to death of either wrestling fans or former wrestlers or certain famous wrestling writers complaining about wrestlers not keeping kayfabe when they're not doing a wrestling show. I've seen comments all over the place. I've seen The Undertaker complain about Alexa Bliss not keeping kayfabe. I just recently seen Vince Russo, who is one of the biggest idiots in the wrestling business. He was complaining about the Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley angle because they're both married in real life. And I've seen other fans complain about wrestlers not keeping kayfabe in real life whenever someone approaches them. Guys, kayfabe is dead. Kayfabe died back in 2007, I think. I think it was 2007. It died almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago it has been dead. Everyone knows by now, or at least should know, that pro wrestling is scripted. Let me ask you something. Do you see actors, people who play in movies or TV shows, do you see people complaining about them not keeping their character on whatever show they're playing or whatever movie they're playing on? Are you complaining that they don't keep in those types of characters when they're out in public? No. So why wrestlers? I don't get it. I seriously do not get it. This, like I said, this is not just a fan problem. It's also former wrestlers and certain people behind the wrestling business, whether it's writers or you get it, whatever. Who cares? Kayfabe is dead. There is no reason for wrestlers to keep in character while they're out in public. There is no reason to. Because everyone knows, or at least should know by now, that pro wrestling is a predetermined show. Everyone should know that they are all just acting. They're playing roles. They do not have to keep that role in real life. They can use their real personalities if they want to. These people need to grow up. They need to grow up. Kayfabe is dead. Now, I know that the AEW wrestler MJF, I know he tends to keep, his character out in public. But, that's him. That's his choice. If he wants to keep that character, or if he is an actual douchebag, I'm not sure. But if he wants, to keep his character in real life, if he thinks it's fun, that's all him. That's his decision. But they don't have to. They don't have to. It is not necessary. Because everyone knows or should know by now, I sound like a broken record, that kayfabe is dead. Kayfabe died almost 20 years ago. Let the wrestlers act like they actually are when they're not on Raw or SmackDown or NXT. You get the idea. Or whichever brand they're at, whether it's New Japan or Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor, AEW, or Impact. It doesn't matter. Let them act like their real selves if they want to. Kayfabe is no longer a thing. Well, technically it is. It technically is in the shows, okay? But it's not going to fool a lot of people anymore because everyone knows or should know that pro wrestling is staged. It doesn't matter. If they want to act like normal people in real life, they can. And it's highly hypocritical, like I said, that you don't go to actors in movies or TV shows. It's hypocritical that you don't go to them and say that they should act their character on that movie or TV show that they play as. The character they play as on that show. You don't complain at them for not acting like their character on that show in real life. They act like their true selves. Why don't you complain at them? It's stupid. These wrestlers are real people with genuine personalities. Let them show their true personalities when they're not on a show, because they're actors. They are actors. They don't need to act like who they are on screen.